tombstones are kind of stupid, but at the time, I loved that. I thought it was so cool.
Anyway, match is starting.
Yeah, getting into the match.
PS2, my favorite song, Battle Gladian.
Yeah, definitely a really great song. A lot of really good Pokemon tracks in this game, which is fantastic because like 3 of the legal stages are Pokemon.
So like, French has gotten a lot of conversions from his boomerang and F smash and
Forward air, yeah.
Fair, yeah, that one.
No, he's really just swinging on this Rob right now, and it seems to be working.
French plays very aggressive, and it's really like showing right here. Using air.
Using
that's it. That was one stock done. Okay. But using a little bit of that invincibility to catch on some percentages into French. But so far, French is a very high-paced player right now.
And it looks like every time Epic Gabriel tries to pick an option to get out of disadvantage, he just gets kicked in the face.
Exactly.
French shooter really picking his options so carefully.
Being really bombarded. Bombarded.
Oh, God. And I love seeing how French is sort of very deliberate in when he's facing a forward air and when he's facing a nair, right? Like, he gets much closer when he's planning on using nair than he does when he's going for forward air. It's really something, and like there you can see that like he spaced the nair very carefully and was able to not be in range for a follow-up because of it. Really smart stuff from French.
Oh, wow. Really catching the roll with the spin attack.
And Epic Gabriel has been unable to really find his footing so far, but he's got the bomb in hand, so we'll see.
Yeah, French is really killing it in this game.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh, that's gonna do it.
And also, if you realize that French has been really taking Epic Gabriel stocks all through fair, catching the jumps.
Yeah, I'm interested. So there, you can see Epic Gabriel just kind of walked up in the neutral and then immediately jumped back to sort of bait out that advancing option that French shooter's been favoring so much. And a great side B, not going to quite do it, and the bomb jump's going to put him on stage. Really great option from Link, not only because it obviously gets you back on stage, but because it really resets the neutral in an interesting way.
What would I think about it? French really knows the Rob matchup.
Yeah.
Because he really, I'm thinking about it. Oh, but now it's like an equal game now.
Yeah, really, like, we weren't even, like, I wasn't even really looking, and Epic Gabriel really just brought it all the way back.
Exactly. Oh, wow, okay. It's really, really good edge guarding. And
interesting.
Really small patience.
Kind of doing the Link version of that Rob thing where you put gyro and then up smash. I didn't realize that Link could also do that.
What's it called? Link's remote bomb, if you just throw it on ledge, it has like a long enough hitbox to actually have a setup like that.
Is it like active while it's bouncing the whole time?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Which lots of people don't know about Link.
Yeah,
but they know a lot about that when it comes to Rob. But so far the game is
really impressive how Epic Gabriel has managed to bring this all the way back, and it now has a pretty sizable percentage.
Oh, wow.
But that
was a really great match. French really like killing the match 2/3 of the way, and then suddenly Epic Gabriel really bringing it back, and very, very, very close last stop.
This, I think, is a very reassuring position to be in for Epic Gabriel, right? Because it's definitely, even if you lose game one, if you definitely get very close to making a comeback like that, it definitely feels like, okay, like I've made the adjustments I need to meet.
Yeah.
I need to make. And now, like, I have 3 more whole stocks to work with, and, like, now I can really, like, just from the start be doing what I really should have been doing all along, I guess.
So back to PS2. And this match, I believe, is going to be a little closer because, as we see in the last last match, Epic Gabriel really found a way to break into French shooter's defense.
Yeah, really hit his stride, I would say.
Last stop, last hit that game. And
but interestingly, French shooter seems to be playing this a little less aggressively than he did at the beginning of the last game. Oh, really smart stuff from the boomerang to try and catch him walking forward on the platform, but Epic Gabriel doesn't bite. I like these weights on the ledge.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them are very good at it.
Yeah, and Rob especially loves to see you like be very impatient on the ledge just because he wants to get that side B. That'll really scoop you up if you pick basically any early ledge option.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that laser from Epic Gabriel.
song.
This song is also great, yeah. I actually really like the Island Kahuna one. I think they did a pretty good job with that.
And okay. Another one. Wow, look at the French's player cam. Just absolutely mashing out of there.
Yeah? Yeah, I think it's really interesting how much of a mix-up that is between like early mashing and late mashing. And of course, the way that they're positioned at Xeno, neither of them can really see or hear the other mashing.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is another weird dimension of the matchup that, like, I know like a lot of my friends who are Rob mains will straight up just look at your controller once they down throw you just to see like whether or not you're mashing. And Epic Gabriel is not really an option here unless he wants to stand up, I guess.
Oh, wow. That kill? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought he was living for a second. I didn't hear anything.
That was really good movement from Mr. French Tutor on that left platform.
Oh, I love the
really
wave dash grab there. Holy shit, looking like a melee character. Jesus. Oh, sorry. And
it's something French really does a lot. I remember watching his YouTube videos of his link setups and training a lot when it comes to that. I mean, because I know French Tutor personally, I know he knows the Rob matchup for the most part. He plays a lot with MJ from MDVA.
Yeah, and it's definitely an important matchup to know. There aren't so many Rob mains, but it's definitely a common matchup and a matchup that has a lot of weird little intricate things you really need to know about.
Especially in Tri-State. So we got 2 Robs in the PRs this season in Q3, Dill and Zomba. So knowing the Rob matchup is pretty important.
Yeah. Interesting. It looks like French Tutor having a little more trouble here really closing out the stock. Unable to kind of get the fares that he was getting earlier in the set. Epic Gabriel playing, I guess, just like a little more conservative, trying to sort of be more careful at the edge of his range, but manages to seal it. And this is certainly not undoable for French Tutor here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, 1-1.
Really close game 2 there.
Yeah, this was a really, really close game 2. This felt like, so our predictions were correct about how this game was going to be a lot closer because Epic Gabriel really did find a way to break through French Tutor. Are they going to Newport City? Smashville.
Start the battle. Link. Rob.
So far looking good.
Yeah, interesting that French Tutor would pick Smashville here. Obviously, the previous 2 games being played on Pokemon Stadium 2. And French Tutor, who I think really got the most mileage out of just boxing at close range, it figures that he would try and take Epic Gabriel to a much smaller stage. Really good defensive play from Epic Gabriel really early on. His shield really.
That's it.
Oh my god.
This is a really good stage for Rob, especially that little setup right there because it kills so early in Smashville, considering how tiny this stage is.
Yeah, Rob does very well on stages with shallow walls, just because it's so easy to really get carried off the side with side B in early percents. And now French Tutor, he's got a little bit of a hill to climb. Certainly nothing insurmountable, but he's definitely, the onus is certainly on him to make the play. I love that up B out of shield, catching the nair that Rob falls with really often because it's just such a great, kind of oppressive option really. Really smart stuff from French Tutor. Epic Gabriel converting off the early mash with up tilt up air, really smart stuff. It's interesting that I feel like French Tutor in this matchup pulls out remote bomb a lot, and it's always on the stage, but he doesn't really use the explosion too often.
Yes, that's a really big thing about it. French also has a lot of bomb setups that he shows a lot on his stream, but so far, really, this feels like game 1 but reversed.
Yeah, definitely. Epic Gabriel really kind of running away with it to a certain extent. Very similar to how French Tutor ran away with it. But obviously, I mean, game 1 just goes to show that like you can still make it really close, even if you're far behind at the beginning. So maybe French Tutor will pull out some of that.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was good on Epic Gabriel's part. That was a really good match, actually.
Yeah, and really excellent spacing on that back air to kind of catch the full hop up. The back air definitely really unexpected, and has a very different hitbox than forward air, which is what he may normally have gone for. So it was a really excellent mix-up that probably caught French Shooter off guard.
Yeah.
And ended up converting a kill in a situation where French Shooter was picking an option that was like objectively like a good option there. Really smart stuff.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Yeah, that was a great set.
Really
Really
good,
interesting stuff.
Really good VODs to study off of, too, for both players.
Yeah, and French Shooter's Link is just so cool to watch.
Yeah, I love French's links. We got 2 links on stream. We recently just had Riggs before, and now we got French. So next up is
Stretch and Odyssey.
Stretch.